I'm here with Stephen Rupp, the editor of Super Chevy Magazine, and behind us we have the 67 Energy Suspension Camaro. Tell us about the suspension on this thing.
This car is owned by a friend of mine, and we invited him out to the event. It's got a rear heights system. It's a 4-link, and in the front is a Art Morrison subframe with the C6, C7 suspension components.
Coilovers all the way around?
Yes, Viking double adjustable coilovers all the way around.
What kind of brake package?
14-inch front rotors with Wilwood 6-piston in the front, 4-piston in the rear.
Awesome. Drivetrain engine, rear end trans.
It's shocking, but it has an LS3 in it with a cam. It made about 550 horsepower, and I think on the engine dyno it put 492 to the rear wheels.
So the car's pretty new.
Yeah, it has about 25 miles on it, so by the time it gets to the track, it's going to have about 50 miles on it in total since it was put together.
What a perfect way to break in a car than at the track, right?
Yeah, you just find out everything that's not tight, yes.
Who built the car?
Actually, Mike, the owner of the car, did most of the assembly work on it, and a guy named DJ did the paint and did hours upon hours of color sanding on it to get it as perfect.
Well, it looks like it.
Yeah, it's probably one of the nicer paint jobs I've seen around.
Absolutely. Obviously, this car is for the Super Chevy event, the challenge, sponsored by Falcon Tires. What size Falcon tires do we have on this car?
We have the very popular 315 on the rear, 315 3018, and on the front a 275 3518.
Well, why don't we get this thing up on the lift, take a better look at the suspension and everything else under it.
Cool, let's get it done.
We've got the car up in the air. I have Mike here from Energy Suspension, and he's going to tell us about the product and what's on this car. Let's start with the front, Mike.
Sure. We got Art Morrison front subframe, beautifully built chassis here. We've got the larger sway bar with the polyurethane bushings. Also the upper and lower control arms. Interesting story here. It looks like they've got some C7 Corvette control arms and the C6 control arms on the top. We currently supply bushings for the C6, but we're developing product for the C7. Coilovers, they look like they're supplied Viking suspension coilovers, and we've got the 3 bolt style Chevy motor mounts, polyurethane. They also have the safety mechanism engineered into it, where it's actually 2 pieces of metal that are bonded with the polyurethane. Sure. So if the polyurethane were ever to fail catastrophically or otherwise, the metal will at least keep the motor intact.
Okay, now working our way all the way back to the rear, we got a Heights equipped 4-link in the rear.
Heights, another great customer for Energy Suspension. Again, we don't make hard parts. The experts do. We're the experts in polyurethane. So we've actually supplied Heights with a lot of the subframe bushings, the rear chassis, link bushings.
Yep. Obviously the Viking shocks in the rear too.
Yeah, Viking coilovers in the rear. Great combination setup again. Complements the front chassis and the rear chassis, obviously. So this is a great combination for this event.
So obviously this car is in the Super Chevy Challenge, sponsored by Falcon Tires, and I can't wait to see it on the track.
Oh, it's going to be great.